Let's talk about one of your co-stars who I am absolutely confident will become a fan favorite, Liu,
Yes.
who plays Grudge.
Yes.
Is giving Data's cat Spot a real run for their money
Yeah.
in terms of most
Yeah.
popular feline on Star Trek. Did y'all get along on the set?
We did. It took a little while to get to a place of mutual respect.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Because with Leo the cat, so first I have to say that there are two cats.
Okay.
And one is definitely fluffier than the other, but when they're on screen, you wouldn't be able to tell. And the most important thing was just getting a vibe for each other and just being familiar with each other's energy.
Yeah.
So I would be with the two cats on set prior to filming and just being in the same room. And the handler would give me cat treats I would give to the two of them just to feed them.
Yeah.
And it was really nice, intimate moments of building this relationship. And I thought, okay, I got this. We're good.
Yeah.
So we're on set and we're doing this scene. And then I remember Grudge the cat in the scene. I'm holding him or her, and I'm doing this scene with Sneeko, dialoguing, and I'm talking some smack. And as I'm holding Grudge, in the middle of the scene, she claws me and shreds my costume. And the thing was, when it happened, Sneeko saw me tense up a little.
Yeah.
But I continued with the scene. And then when the director called cut, I remember putting Grudge down very nicely, because I'm a gentleman like that.
Yes.
And I looked at the costume and it was shredded. Like, I didn't know she had claws like that.
Yeah.
And I've still a little bit of a scratch from that moment. But since then, going forward, we've been good as gold. So maybe that was just my initiation to pass the test.
Isn't it amazing how ingrained it is in us that the show must go on? I am convinced that if I were on a set and it started to burn down, I would continue performing until someone called cut.
Absolutely. I mean, it comes from theatre, it's you have one long take and you can be on set. And here's a funny story. I remember Patrick doing this. This was flipping brilliant. We're doing Hamlet.
Yes.
And Patrick is playing Claudius. And we're doing this scene where Claudius is on stage and he's doing this royal speech and he's talking about the departure of his brother Hamlet.
Yes.
Hamlet Senior. And during the rehearsals, there was a lot of Patrick's text which was cut out. Just because we wanted to have a much more punchier version of Hamlet. So we wanted to condense it from 4.5 hours to a nice 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So a lot of this stuff was cut out. And I remember this was a matinee performance and Patrick is doing this scene. And for the first time, don't know how it happened, he's starting to speak the lines which have been cut out.
Oh no.
And as he's doing it, he walks past me and he's looking at me. And I'm looking at him and the subtext is, Patrick's subtext is saying, I have no idea why I'm saying these lines, but David, I'm going to look you dead in the eye. You're going to stick with me, and I'm going to keep going until I find my point. Once I find my point, I'm going to pivot and then continue where I was meant to speak from. And he did it. This is the joy about the show must go on.
Yeah.
And learning craft on stage. You don't have time or the luxury to say, oh, can I have a reset or go again? And I think there's a great discipline in that in terms of commitment.